We will hear closing remarks and alternatives from staff. First item on the agenda tonight will be to receive a public hearing regarding a map amendment MA 25-05 to rezone from small lot single family residential and agriculture to agriculture property addressed at 624 West 22nd Avenue. We shall hear from staff.
Yes, sir. So just as you said, this is a map amendment for 624 West 22nd Avenue to rezone from RSS and agriculture to agriculture. Here's an area map with the property outlined in pink. You can see the property just north of 22nd. Here's the aerial view where you can see the residential uses to the west and the largely floodplain property around it. Here's the street view from 22nd looking north where you can see the property. Here's the zoning map where you can see the 2 zoning districts currently on this site. Let's do this. So you can see this property is zoned agriculture, and then this southern portion of the property is zoned RSS, or small lot single family residential. You see RSL, large lot single family residential over here, and RT residential 2 family right here. The future land use map from the comprehensive plan shows this property to become agriculture or low density residential. I'm open to answer any questions if you have any. Real quickly, I will say the reason we're doing this public hearing is the applicant is wanting to put a barn on the property, or an accessory structure, barn, shed, whatever you'd like to call it. That's not allowed in residential, as it would change the use from residential to agriculture for a barn to be the only structure on a property. So that's why they're coming before you today to rezone to agriculture, as that would be required for agriculture use. I'm open to answer any questions if you have any.
So currently the southernmost portion of the property is RSS right off of 22nd Street, and the north portion is agriculture. Am I understanding that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we would just be changing that southern portion that is RSS to agriculture, and that southern portion that's RSS is where he would like to build the barn.
Okay. Any questions for staff? I don't see any. Thank you. And this time we'll like to ask the applicant and/or representative if they'd like to come forward.
Scott Larson, and I reside at 621 West 22nd Avenue, right across the street from the property that in question. So what I'd like to do, I've had the property a couple of years, and I've made substantial improvements on the ground. It'd been neglected for many, many years. I really don't know what my plans are. It's just about stewardship at this point. And I'd like to put up a building. I really don't want to put it in the flood zone area. I know it's a 100-year floodplain, but I think I'd feel much more comfortable putting in that area that's non-flood zone. But I can't put a secondary structure up at this point on residential ground unless there's a primary structure. I live right across the street. I really would have no reason ever to build a house there. And the building would just be used for storage for my tractor, for a couple collector cars I have. It would just make more sense to put it on a little higher ground. But I'm just really enjoying the property, and it would just enhance the property to have that building there. And so it'd just be nice if I could put it in that higher ground, I guess.
Commissioners, any questions for the applicant? I don't see any. Thank you.
Thank you.
At this time, I'll open the public hearing and ask if anyone in the audience would like to come forward and speak in favor of this item. Seeing none, I will ask if there's anyone that would like to come forward and speak in opposition. Seeing none, I will close the public hearing and ask staff to return to present alternatives and findings.
Yes, sir. So the findings, the Land Development Code allows for the rezoning of land via a map amendment process. agriculture is located on the west, northeast, and the northern portion of this property. The applicant's desire to build a barn now before a residential structure is only allowed in the A or agriculture zoning district. Here are the standard alternatives, and staff recommends to accept the findings and recommend that City Council approve the proposed map amendment as presented.
Thank you. Commissioners, any discussion?
Well, I could be missing something, but which is entirely possible. This seems like a no-brainer, just to,
I would agree with you.
so. Well, good, thanks. Like I say, we accept it as proposed.
Is that,
Yes.
Okay.
Second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. We shall vote. Motion passes 4-0. Next item on the agenda is miscellaneous items from staff. The only thing noted is the next regular meeting is for the Planning Commission will be on August the 5th, 2025. Other than that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. We shall vote.
Motion passes 4-0.
We stand adjourned.
Yeah, it was quick.